Let's dance, bitches. Also, the power of friendship. Oh, rainbows and puppies and unicorns and stickers and shit. Oh, Jesus, I haven't felt this good in years. Oh, yay. Spiky, trusty dildo time. I'm an idiot. What the fuck? But I make it gay. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Ah, yeah. That's how you use a pipe, yo. What the? Easy sliding. Hooray! B to the holy insects. Ah! What the are those?
Why did it look like a sperm?
I love it. I love it so much. Was it you, Amber? Did you forget to put the graphic up? Do you need to start pulling your own weight, sir? Hi, Rose. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Apologize for the lateness. I turned my alarm off, apparently fell back asleep, and woke up at 3:05. I don't even know how much I got. You need to get your claws out of my shoulder. You just love lovin's, huh? You just love the lovin's? Being a little attention whore? Little snuggle slut? Is this all just to come say hello before you go eat? He's such a good boy. Yes, sure is, huh? All the treats! First time wants to give you all the treats. Yes. Where you go eat? Good boy. Alright. Welcome to the new normal. This is the new permanent schedule. Because I now need to take Tuesdays off.
Yo, yo! Woohoo! Yoshi!
So, for that reason, yes. So yeah, thanks, Ursine. Yep, I haven't gotten the official welcoming email yet, but going off of stuff that was said after my audition. I feel that. I feel that, Rose. Feel that in my tailbone. No, it was, oh man, it was awkward last night. Sitting on a folding chair, and then all of a sudden I started to hurt, and I'm like, well, son of a bitch. So, yeah, I get it. It happens here a lot, so you'll see me move. Well, yeah, no, but I'm talking about my actual tailbone. I fucked that up in the 5th grade. I wish I knew, Ursine. I wish I knew.
Going into your hidey hole.
I know, it's so weird that he started doing that again. You think he would have done that in the winter? Yeah, I slammed. Gravity worked
Your cave staying.
while I was on roller skates, and right, he's in a playful mood, I think.
Yeah. You don't care what you give him that.
Ooh, you said Aqua's name and he looked? Like, how dare you go see another animal? Yeah, he's in a playful mood. Anywho, oh man, I would love to have drumsticks, but not the chicken.
You know you're from the West Coast because it's a 3-hour delay before you finally get a joke.
I'm sorry, she was one of the best Snow Whites ever. I absolutely loved her as Snow White / Mary Margaret. I fucking love that show so much. Oh man. So yeah, no, had a good night. Had a good night last night. It was very nice. Very fun. Looking forward to more. Yep. 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 All right. I think we've delayed
I don't
enough.
think you should be playing that in your home. Come over here, please.
That out of context. I don't think you should be playing that in your hole.
So come over here and play it?
So come over here and play with it.
This is hysterically funny.
My husband, ladies and gentlemen. Things you say to your cat. You have the sound on?
Apparently.
Oh,
I don't know if I can get it off, turn it down.
it's fine, it's fine.
He's just sitting on it. Apparently it's a safe way to catch the mouse.
Just started. Oh, you're asking him.
So, your uncle. What's wrong with him?
He's possessed.
As in the devil?
Something like that. He says a dark man is following him.
I think I already found an
Watching him at all
inconsistency with the timeline here.
What do you make of it?
Alone in the dark.
It's nonsense, of course. But I'd be lying if I said it didn't bother me. You see, it runs in my family.
Possession?
No, detective. Deteriorating melancholy. Practically every member of the Hartwood family is
Yeah.
driven mad before they grow old.
But Jeremy didn't kill himself. Is that why he's at your setup?
Despite being convinced that he is truly possessed, he decided to put his last chance on himself, figuring he might stumble upon some cure.
Or pretty.
You mentioned the letter.
I received a disturbing letter from Jeremy accusing the staff and all the other patients of being involved in some cult. And now they are also out to get him.
Could it be real? Or is it all just in his head?
It's a story he tells himself, Mr. Carnby. Anything to avoid the truth.
Which is?
That we're all terribly insignificant. That people mean so very little. That there is no Jeremy Hartwood because he isn't worth getting.
I'll check the expiration date on that, and then we'll see if I can have it. G Fuel. And believe me, it can go bad. I already had to get rid of strawberry
My uncle's
banana.
not well, Mr. Carnby. I want to make sure he's all right.
Then what's my part in this? You couldn't get a cab?
I just wouldn't feel safe going alone.
Yeah, sure.
Did you bring a gun?
Yeah. You think it'll actually come to that?
No. But you might need to wave it around depending on how agreeable the staff will be.
What exactly are we gonna do when we find Jeremy?
I don't know. Let's just find him first.
We get to choose our character. I play as him or play as her. I'm gonna go with him because I absolutely love David Harbour.
Hello? Hello?
Looks abandoned.
It can't be. There has to be someone around.
Wait here. I'll go around back.
Chapter 1. Okay, so, real quick, what I noticed earlier in the cutscene, she was smoking a filtered cigarette. This takes place in the 20s. The first filtered cigarette wasn't introduced into America until 1931. I don't think the first filtered cigarette itself didn't come in, period, until the 30s. Let alone, they weren't worldwide, like they weren't until like the 50s and 60s when they started linking cancer to smoking. A lot of that, most cigarettes were unfiltered.
Oh, I know.
Or roll your own. Someone didn't do their homework. All right.
Or I have a feeling those were easier to draw in computerized.
No, you just leave it white. It would just be like sticking a straw into the mouth. It actually would take more work and more processing to add a second color to the texture.
Now what do we got here?
They do, trust me. Not as much as they probably could. That they do. Is he all done?
I don't know. He's just sitting.
Nah, I'm not getting in there. That's one big tree to fit inside a conservatory.
Interesting.
I need the key.
Housekeeping. 30 I know, right? Thank you for the reset, by the way. I forgot to say that. 'Cause I'm a horrible
if I do.
person.
Every day your silence weighs a little heavier. It's been a difficult year for everyone, and many have lost all hope. I read in the papers about people suffering. Pictures of dust-covered landscapes without a drop of water. I wish I knew if you were still tending the earth or if you had turned your back against us. I have started to look for help elsewhere. I pray you will tell me if I am going down a path that you find disagreeable. With help from Baptiste and Charlotte, I found comfort in the practice of the voodoo. I have long been skeptical of that Caribbean cult, but it's been of good use to me. It seems all harmless in my book. I say some words dreamt up by the Creoles, and I carry around a small pocket of gree-gree. Nothing of this is mentioned in the Bible, of course, but the French quarter priestess tells me it's all connected. She says the Christian God is just one more perspective on the creator of things. That's what I like to think, but the other way around, that the spirits of her faith are just aspects of you, our Heavenly Father. I am so grateful for the words you gave Mr. Hartwood. We will sing your praises at St. John's Eve. The world will be blessed soon again. Only the sacrifices of the Old Testament compare to your demands. Let it be the truth. A mother of earth, wood, and dirt. A mother of 1,000 young.
Sacred sand, $1. Black cat oil, $1.50. Devil shoestrings a quarter. That makes $2.75, madame.
What was that you were telling the doctor?
No, I pushed the button. No, you pushed the button. I pushed the button. Now your turn, my turn. I pushed the button.
I said no such thing.
Please. I know I don't look like any of you, but I'm devout. I'm ready to do what it takes.
Do not be so eager to sacrifice the few things you have left, madam. Now please, leave my store.
A goat without horns.
I love how it gives you more than just the text that's there. And I love that it reads it for you. Absolutely love that part. Rat poison.
What was that?
Collecting apps are non-essential items that you can find throughout the game. Completing sets will uncover forbidden knowledge and sometimes even more. They carry over game to game. Some sets can be completed without playing both Carnby's and Emily's campaign. My eye itches.
I need the key.
Please do not touch the boiler. It is working after all. While the sabotage has caused a leak, only the decorative plate has been completely ruined. Let's wait for Mr. Chance to turn up and he can take a look at the leak. Mr. Waits.
That's what you say.
Okay, so it's a freaking puzzle. Always keep a couple of spare bullets in the bathroom, right? You never know when you're gonna need to shoot something while you're taking a shit.
Nice.
Lottie's
Sunday,
diary.
June 22nd. I spent all day looking for Jeremy. I should have cared for the others, but I'm scared that he will do something irreversible. Cassandra is upset that I didn't give her the latest shipment of pain medication that Waits brought from the post office yesterday. I would have given it to her, but the company didn't send a new key this time around, so the box is just sitting there on my desk. They must have figured we had plenty of their gimmicky keys by now. I only remember seeing one lately. Grace was playing with it inside the grand parlor. Unless it turns up by itself, it will have to wait. I have to figure out where Jeremy is. I think Jack knew something. That dog of his found a strange rot permeating the house. She's showing us, he said. Like those blots and streaks of fetid rot was talking to him.
Interesting.
People all done, all tired out now. I know I kicked the mouse.
That's where I came in at. Okay.
Oh.
Thanks.
What are you doing? Who are you?
Whoa, pardon me, excuse me. My name is Edward Carnby, private investigator. I hope you don't mind we let ourselves inside.
I do mind. This is private property. You can't just barge in here.
I'm sorry about all this, but I'm looking for my uncle. It's urgent, and no one was answering the door.
We can't hear you knocking anymore. None of us can.
Who is your uncle, darling?
Jeremy. Am I right? She has that Hartwood gloom, doesn't she?
That's right. I'm Emily Hartwood. I just came to make sure my uncle is all right.
Well, he is unavailable right now. You will have to come back another day.
Unavailable how? Is he sleeping? We can wait.
He's lost.
Don't I know you from somewhere?
Who's your man again, Miss Hartwood?
My name's Edward Carnby, private investigator.
Splendid.
Enough! All of you, get back to your rooms. McCarthy, keep your eyes on the child. And you two, please leave immediately.
Look, we're not here to cause any trouble. Just let us see the old man, satisfy the curiosity of my client here, and we'll be off.
Jeremy has gone missing. There's no need to worry, but it might be some time before he turns up. The whole staff is looking for him.
What? He ran off?
I don't have time for any of this. Please, come back tomorrow.
All right, in that case, we'll just wait in his room. You don't mind, do you? It's upstairs, right?
Wait, you can't.
Don't worry, we'll be discreet.
In the corridor. It's the first door on your left. I'll tell Dr. Gray you're here.
Excellent. Thank you, madam. Here we are.
Let's look around. See if we can dig up any clues.
What interesting things here.
Every night the dark man stands opaque at the threshold of my room, counting the days until my spirit spills out of my tired shape. Only his pallid mask shelters my remaining sanity. Staring directly into the face of that demonic sultan would surely sunder time itself. Would he have looked the same to my father as he struggled for his life? Does his veiled face haunt my niece quite the same way? I wish so that I could rest my soul in that sunburnt convent of Tarawea. Would I find you there, Juan? Or Senora Perosi, back from the beyond? Every night I hide from him, moving from one misshapen memory to another. Scenes conjured out of fantasy and delirium. Places I struggle to even paint. I wish I understood your death, Senora. Is there anything I could do for you but bury you in that bleak necropolis? That triumphant chapel rising above the ledges and the oven vaults shall be your sepulchre, where you may rest, and I shall weep. How did you first come to understand such things, Senora? How did you know that the battered boil in the basement would lead me to Lafayette Cemetery? Or how the old upstairs clock, with its astronomical motifs, would take me to that hateful mound outside of Claremont Harbor? Those are my memories, my past. Is there perhaps a chance, if ever so small, for me to see Tarawea? Oh, I want that more than anything. Please, let my talisman take me there. Let me sit with Juan under his Bodhi tree. Despite having sold me that talisman, Miss Jackson, the voodoo priestess, revealed none of her secrets to me. That's why I had to travel to Tonka. Instead, she cruelly told Baptiste, my caretaker, that he would be betrayed and killed in the most awful way, that the one he loved would pierce his thigh with a sharp spear, and that he would be devoured by his own mother. What a terrible thing to say. The people of Deseto are becoming dangerous. They do not understand what they are doing. I must do something to stop them. I tried talking to Dr. Gray, but he confuses my worries. He's caught up in treating me. How can he expect evil to be cured with medicine and conversation? The orderlies, the housekeeper, and the patients are all deranged. They will call upon evil to enter this world. All will be lost. Everything. Unless I can find the clerk, Mr. Waite. He seems to be a clear-thinking man. Maybe Beauregard. The dark man offered me a prison, and I accepted. I signed that miscarried contract and entered the dark pact. Everyone is safe, except for me.
I found a book full of peculiar notes. Have you heard of something called Tarawea?
No. What's that?
I might be reading too much into this, but I think it's the place he wants to go to.
Oh, okay. Sounds like a clue.
Hey, you know anything about this? Looks like some sort of talisman.
No, I don't. Oh, help me out here, will you?
I would kill a guy to throw some of this stuff out.
What's up?
I'd be crazy
Thanks
to
for
find
the
this much junk
watch
lying
stream.
around.
Not much. You know, just chilling, playing.
Oh, wow. That's striking. I want to save this one. All right, come on. I want to go see Dr. Gray. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, I'm coming. Miss Hartwood. Emily? What the hell is going on? Where am I?
Really, I got caught on something.
Yeah.
Christ, what the hell was that?
Look, it bent over backwards for me.
What the hell is going on?
Don't let them get inside, Compare. They're not the good kind.
Are you... Is this your store?
There are no owners here. We both strangers in Jeremy's store.
Jeremy did this. How?
The pack put the dog man. Jeremy warned us, but we didn't think much of it.
Hi, Tuba.
I'm Detective Edward Carnby. I was hired by Jeremy's new supply.
Oh, yeah? How much she paying you?
$150.
She's sure getting her money's worth tonight. Are you a thinking man, Compare?
No, not if I can help it.
You know, I think Jeremy's hiding in a way we can't find him. He has this juju necklace that guides him.
The talisman?
That's right. It's some magic charm he got from Miss Jackson down the street.
The voodoo priestess.
You know surprising things, Compare. Yeah, the Mama Loa. Here, take the key. I locked the gate to save her place from all the ghouls and goblins getting inside. Maybe if you go there, you can find some clues to show you the way.
Thanks. I'll have a look.
Afraid it was too deep.
You want to come along?
Nah, I'm gonna stay here for a while.
So cool, a new weapon.
Nice.
Alright, I get it now. Okay. Oof. right, so those weapons can break. And then spin in the floor. Interesting.
I recognize this place. It's Miss Jackson's seance parlor. Let's see if she's got any information on Jeremy's talisman. It's the talisman, like the one in the painting. I think it's meant for the talisman. I think it needs numbers, like coordinates. Maybe there's something in Jeremy's notes.
.358, I was off. Ow, 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 ow.
It's showing something. A place? Where is that?
Right behind you.
Huh.
Detective, I was wondering when you were going to show up. Mrs. Thompson told me you were here. I understand you are working for Jeremy Hartwood's niece.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, you're not wrong. We came here for her uncle. I just didn't expect... I didn't expect this. You are Dr. Gray, right?
That's right. You don't happen to have some identification, Detective. I'm not keen on having strangers prying into my business. Oh, Detective Edward Carnby, Decatur Street, New Orleans. Enjoying the Vieux Carré, Detective? Those old French quarters, the voodoo people, the gangsters. I'm sure you live an exciting life.
Well, it's not quite like the stories, Doc. Just trying to make a living.
Aren't we all making a living? Well, welcome to Deseto, Detective. I hope your time here will be useful. Now, what can I do for you?
But why don't you tell me where I can find Jeremy Hartwood?
Why wouldn't that make for a short visit? I wish I could tell you, but I'm afraid I don't know. A drink, Detective?
Anything brandy.
Oh, you do belong in the French quarters, Detective. Armagnac or cognac?
You know, just give me the cheap stuff. I'm not much of a connoisseur.
Having low standards is not a virtue, Detective. Let me see if I can broaden your perspective.
What can you tell me about Jeremy?
I wouldn't want to go into details about his condition. Doctor-patient confidentiality. I'm sure you understand.
sure. But he is crazy. And he's gone missing. Why?
Here, try this.
Ooh, it's good. Got a bite?
It's called a sidecar. The trick is not to be afraid of the tartness of the lemon. And for goodness sake, don't overdo the triple sec.
Okay, what can you tell me about Jeremy?
Well, let me think. He is an anxious man, constantly worried about events not presenting themselves according to his model of predestination. He complains about things not being carried out in the right order, and that some things simply shouldn't be. Is any of this helpful to you?
Not really. I was hoping for some direction where to look next.
I'm sorry. I have nothing for you then. You should talk to my orderlies. They have been looking for him for a while now. I'm sure they would appreciate your help.
Yeah, I ran into Batiste earlier. Come to think of it, he might have given me a lead.
Oh, excellent. So your investigation is already underway.
I'm gonna go, but I'm sure we'll meet again.
Looking forward to it. Safe returns.
Chapter 2.
Detective Carnby, where did you go?
I was just talking to Dr. Gray.
You disappeared.
No, it's not what you think. Have you found anything strange going on here?
Yes. Everyone is being incredibly evasive and I can't figure out why.
No, I mean something you can't explain. Paranormal even.
Detective, I really need you to get yourself together. I can't do this alone.
Forget it. I'll figure it out.
Do you want to come see Dr. Gray?
No. I want to try something with this talisman. I think I can follow Jeremy to the place he mentioned in the book. What was the name? Do you remember something Spanish? Tarawea. Yeah, that's where I need to go.
Detective, are you gonna be all right?
Yeah, of course. Go talk to Dr. Gray. We'll rendezvous later. This talisman brought me back from the French Quarter in the blink of an eye. If Jeremy can travel so easily, then he could be hiding anywhere, even Tarawea. If he can do it, so can I. I just need to figure out how the talisman works.
Paul, you're right about the plates on the boiler and the clock. They have been sabotaged, and I think I know who did it. They have something to do with Jeremy's episodes and how he seems to disappear at night. Right now, it's important that you keep an eye out for any of the pieces. I want to find out if I can repair the plates. Let me know if you find any of them. Lottie.
Tell Lottie to take a look at the well in the kitchen garden. Dr. Elmore Lee Gray is Desetto's chief doctor. Accounting and all administrative work is handled by me, Paul Waits. Magdalena Thompson, or Mags, is responsible for the household. Jean-Baptiste and Charlotte Tabois are responsible for keeping the guests' medical regimens in check. Finally, Jack Chance is our gardener, who can occasionally be seen in the conservatory, but is for the most part busy outside. There are currently 6 guests at Desetto. Malcolm McCarthy and Ruth Tallant reside on the first floor. Jeremy Hartwood, Elisabetta Perosi, Grace Saunders, and of course, Cassandra Beauregard live on the second floor.
Saw your notice in the boiler room. You should know Mr. Chance won't be coming back. I got no business being in there myself, but you can take a valve from the wine cellar if you wanna try to stop the steam pouring out. Be careful.
Cassandra Beauregard, the beloved author. Very exciting, isn't it? What do you want to put down for reason for admission?
What her agent told us. Cassandra suffers from writer's block and needs to finish her moving picture script before the end of June. Mr. Chardot suggests Cassandra's heavy use of barbiturates is holding her back and risks ruining her career.
And how should we summarize her personal history?
Let's keep it short. Cassandra Beauregard is a beloved crime author who managed to pull herself out of poverty and into stardom. 5 years ago, she tried killing herself by jumping off a balcony. The incident left her a cripple and now relies heavily on her wheelchair.
And for diagnostic impressions?
Cassandra suffers chronic back pain following her suicide attempt. She self-administers morphine to keep herself ambulant, but has become addicted and the desired effect is now lost. The drug abuse clouds her mind, and she is unable to focus on real life. To save herself from this insight, she instead makes up stories to fill out the gaps in her own thought process, resembling the Korsakoff syndrome.
Oh, bravo, Doctor. How will you treat her?
First of all, she needs to be weaned from her drug addiction, and hopefully it will resolve her compulsive lying. Then look into permanently numbing her pain in her back through surgery. Finally, deal with her suicidal thoughts.
Fantastic. With such a short time before June, I really hope she gets better soon.
Okay, this says 1930.
We will do what we can.
Grace Saunders, 11 years old. Reason for admission?
The mother insists on strict supervision by a proper gentleman to avoid further perversion of Grace's adolescence.
Personal history?
Grace's family possesses modest wealth and status. Her childhood seems ordinary, spending most of her time with private teachers and family friends. Grace's father recently passed away, leaving her mother the sole caregiver.
And diagnostic impressions?
Grace has trouble dealing with her father's death. She is willingly suppressing her feelings on the matter and isn't properly acknowledging the trauma she suffered.
Any planned treatment?
Grace needs nothing out of the ordinary. She simply needs parental guidance. Eventually, we can work on her feelings toward her father.
Thank you, Doctor. I'll finish the paperwork and get her installed. Malcolm McCarthy, 54 years of age. Reason for admission?
McCarthy admitted himself to Dorsetto, stating simply that he needs some damn rest.
And personal history?
McCarthy claims he used to work as a lawyer in Baton Rouge, but says he can't go into details because of some legal dispute. His background remains largely a mystery, except for the occasional clue that he drops in conversation.
Huh. And diagnostic impressions?
McCarthy is an anxious man and an alcoholic. He often tells half-truths due to some deep-seated inability to trust other people.
And how will you treat that?
McCarthy will take some time to open up. Spending time with Jack's dog or the child should be good for him. Their harmless nature will help build his sense of trust.
Thank you, Doctor. Elisabetta Perosi, 33 years old? What should I put down as reason for admission?
Well, Perosi broke into Dorsetto and was found wandering the grand parlor. She was confused and suffered partial amnesia. She insisted she belonged here and offered to pay for her stay.
Right. What do you make of her story?
Perosi claims to have been a member of the Astarte artist colony some 20 years ago, a claim that seems contrafactual due to her young age. She looks to be and even thinks she is 33 years of age. That would make her a child at the time. It seems fair to say that Perosi's story is untrue, deliberately so or not.
Diagnostic impressions? Do you have anything?
Perosi's story is peculiar because she retracted her story about the artist colony. She no longer claims to be the same person as Elisabetta Perosi. However, my staff's research has confirmed there was a Perosi at that time who was in her early 30s.
I suppose this case will take some time to investigate. How will you go about it?
I wanted to contact the real Perosi, but it seems the whole colony disappeared one night. September 29th, 1915, during a hurricane. I will have to take it slow and figure out what this spell of impersonation could have been.
Oh, I'm sure it will all clear up eventually. Thank you, Doctor. Ruth Talon, 29 years of age. Reason for admission?
Ruth's father wishes that his daughter be removed from New Orleans nightlife for the foreseeable future. He fears that her overly free spirit is tarnishing the family's reputation.
Sounds simple enough. Personal history?
Ruth comes from considerable wealth. Her family owns several hotels and restaurants. Unlike the rest of the family, her sense of adventure has taken her around the world, including France during the Great War as a photojournalist. The last decade, she has provoked many rumors of being a debauched flapper, bordering on nymphomania.
And diagnostic impressions?
Despite her father's frivolous reasons for her to be admitted, Ruth does seem to provide an interesting case. She is refreshingly open and doesn't shy away from talking about her life during the war or her continuous celebration after returning to the States. She is admittedly a sexual deviant and feels no remorse.
And her treatment plan?
Simply staying at Derceto should do wonders for Ruth. If not, at least for her family's reputation. Ruth doesn't need to change, but with therapy, I might be able to share with her some sympathy towards her family. I doubt she will settle down and become as dull as the rest of them, but at least she might try to be more discreet in the future.
Okay.
Looks like all the patients are accounted for, except for Jeremy. There's no way I can get into this thing. Better leave it alone. I need the key.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I don't need to go in that way.
This must be the clock that Jeremy wrote about in the commonplace book. Huh. Looks like the plate that held the talisman in the seance room. But it's broken and missing some pieces. I need the key.
Sorry, Detective. Didn't mean to obstruct justice or anything.
That's fine.
You know, I'm kind of busy with my own case of a missing person. I was wondering if you've seen Grace, a girl about yay high?
I can't say that I have. Why are you asking?
Well, I'm looking for her.
Is she in trouble?
No. She's just hiding somewhere. But we can't have a rascal like that running around unchecked at a time like this, you understand?
Well, I haven't seen her.
Well, let me know if you find her. I'll be around. I'll keep an eye out for your man, Jeremy. You scratch my back, Detective, and I'll scratch yours.
Jeremy's room. Somebody else's room. Okie dokie.
Huh. How eccentric. I did it! I crossed the thresholds to my intended destination without a focusing device. My talisman now knows these roads, and I have no need for the plates. I can find my way to Lafayette as easy as I find my own room. I visited the grave of my father and seen the oven waiting for me. Thank you for opening these doors. I now must summon my courage and go back to that hateful mound outside the oil rig. I hope you'll be feeling better when I return. Jeremy.
These paintings got some grim-looking rot on them. Starting artist colony. I remember hearing about their disappearance. Must have been 15 years or more now.
Will I need to remember how to get them out again? They are locked up for good reason. I am sure she is still able to whisper the answer in the ears of the wrong people. But not for long. I will see her burned soon enough. That black goat will be sacrificed to put an end to it all. Then it will all be over. No more Derceto, and sadly, no Astarte. Those good pirates of Pontchartrain. May you still sail the lake, until you find the shores of Hali.
These symbols. Looks like alchemy.
or star constellations.
Argus, Mosig, Heath. Two, 9, 4, 294, 294. Make this easier. No.
Got it.
Those drag clothes look like a donkey a pinata and threw up.
What happened? Everything's normal again? Right. Oh.
Now where to?
I need the key.
Lost Plantations of Louisiana, Thierry Briclot, 1917. Deseto was a small plantation on the eastern shore of Lake Pontchartrain. The land was considered difficult for industry and was sold for only $30 to Elijah Pickford in 1818. Pickford employed hundreds of workers from nearby New Orleans to clear the woods and build a small plantation mansion facing the lake with a striking Greek Revival temple facade. Deseto kept a modest production of barrique tobacco and indigo that persisted up till the Civil War. During the antebellum era, Deseto was the source of many rumors concerning voodoo and witchcraft. People who traveled the lake reported seeing people dance at night in front of bonfires, bleating and wailing. On June 17, 1862, Captain J.W. Norton of the Union Army recounts leading a raiding party from ships anchored in Lake Pontchartrain in order to seize control of Deseto and free the slaves working there. The captain was surprised to find the workers fighting back with unprecedented zeal. Norton's account describes these men and women as enraged with fanaticism. Pickford reportedly tried to placate the raiders, but was shot in the confusion. Captain Norton left the mansion burning and retreated to his ships with his men.
Wow.
Deseto was left in ruins for several decades. The ownership of the land was long disputed and returned to the Ledoux family in 1901. Several police reports were filed during the following years as the Ledoux tried to get rid of a camp of squatters on their land. The police made several visits to remove the trespassers, but the people kept returning. On November 1st, 1907, Inspector Legrasse of the police charged a deadly attack in order to save several children kidnapped by the squatters. Many were killed, and even more were jailed. The following year, Ledoux rebuilt Deseto, incorporating the surviving stone foundation and adding a magnificent wrought iron conservatory. The farmland had been reclaimed by the surrounding woods, so it was no longer profitable to use as a plantation. Instead, the house was turned into an artist's colony. The Astarte Artist Colony was a successful group of artists, including figures such as painter Heinrich Cassel and poet Nora Keith. The group was also known for their beloved Mardi Gras crew called the Pirates of Pontchartrain. On September 29, 1915, a tropical hurricane tore through Louisiana, causing Lake Pontchartrain to flood New Orleans. Due to the remote location of Deseto, it took almost 2 weeks for outsiders to learn that the artist's colony was abandoned. The 12 residing artists had all vanished without a trace. The empty mansion of Deseto still stands on the shore of Lake Pontchartrain, with much of its temple facade intact. The Ledoux family currently has no intention of repairing the house.
Interesting. There's a lot of lore going on here, and I really like that.
What the hell is going on?
It's wedged shut. It's wedged shut.
Okay. Yeah, where? Oh.
I need the key.
Yeah, we can't get out to the mezzanine at all. Oh yeah, we can. No, actually we can't.
Detective Hall had a hard time understanding what had happened. It did feel similar to when he was pulled into the French Quarter, but with less power and purpose. Did he cause this, or was it something else?
That's not the way. This is still locked to me, I think.
I need the key.
Interesting. I'm actually enjoying this a lot.
okay.
More in Lottie's room that I'm missing? Oh, right, I need the key for this.
I think I've seen this somewhere. There was something in the commonplace book about this. I think the clock broke. Or maybe it just stopped at a very precise place.
Or 6.
Huh.
There's a picture in the black glass. It's showing me something. It's the hallway outside Jeremy's room. I made it. I entered another one of Jeremy's memories.
May 1923, Monday. All okay, ready for delivery. Maintenance, oil pump must be serviced. Any tampering causes large spills unless properly forestalled. Tuesday, shipment delayed but delivered. Maintenance, service bridge close to broken. Wednesday, prospectors reluctantly agreed to show the burial mound to Mr. Hotwood, a painter, who read about our finds in the papers. He means to return tomorrow and try to find a way inside. Thursday. Mr. Hotwood's efforts delayed. Workers seem nervous about his presence. Hotwood promised not to return to the compound. Instead, he has taken up an offer by L'Officier, the riverboat captain, who means to pilot him to the site tomorrow morning. Hopefully, that's the end, and work can resume. Maintenance. Bridge from the oil tower to the bayou has collapsed. Sabotage suspected.
This is the devil that guides us now.
I need the key. Locked. There's something missing.
Whoops.
Got it.
That's the way I, okay.
Worked.
That had to hurt. Whose shovel's better?
Looks pretty weak. I just need something to break it.
No idea what the hell I'm doing.
There's gotta be a way to get to the other side.
Interesting.
All right. Now what?
Ah, come on, Carnby. Wouldn't you rather fall to your death than go up and...
All right. I thought that was water.
It's the hateful mound Jeremy talked about in his book.
Don't come any closer. I'm armed.
Get that thing out of my face.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
I'm just a detective trying to find something called Tarawea.
You after Jeremy too? Why?
I'm working for his niece. She wants to make sure he's all right.
He might be unharmed, but far from all right. He's a curse upon Deseto.
Here we go again.
Quiet!
Oh, Christ in heaven.
This just has my mind going like, what? Palette.
Reflections on the Power of the Verb in Certain Texts by Juan Luis Jorge. To act is in itself divine. Even the slightest movement of our hand is evidence of our soul in motion. Yet our free will is so easily overwhelmed by the dullness of everyday life. Our actions become rote and rigid, in spite of luxury and comfort. True divinity is found in the choice of leaving the stage where we all perform. People who discover this freedom unexpectedly will be struck by the terror of this revelation and become paralyzed, or worse, turn to suicide. However, if you are able to weather that storm, you will discover that there is a divine path beyond that fear. There is a chance to dismount your destiny and make something new. Something that hasn't been planned for or predestined. There is difficulty in explaining this type of acting as it transcends our everyday choices. This isn't some banal decision choosing one career over the other, or even who I should marry. Leaving the stage, no matter how, isn't a matter of course correction. It's a rejection of the story that the creator is telling.
It's wedge shut. It worked.
Ah, that's what the palette knife is for.
What's this?
The Barlow lens. Instructions. To double the magnification of your telescope, simply fit this Barlow lens to your instrument. Then operate the fine tuners to adjust the distance between your lenses. This is easily done while looking through your eyepiece. Simply search for a position where your picture is clear and appears flat. When correctly tuned, your telescope should present a clear picture with magnificent magnification.
I don't think I have everything I need.
Nope, we need a Barlow lens. Apparently.
Now we're talking.
I couldn't take it before. Gotta go through the conservatory, huh? We got an end progress. I'm not gonna take a break though, because we're gonna end soon.
It worked.
Jeremy?
What the hell is going on here?
Where's the body? It's another plate for the talisman. Like the other one, it's broken and missing some pieces.
Conby didn't know what to make of the grotesque vision of the dead clerk. Was he dead, or was it all fiction?
Get up to this sitting room. I bet you that's where the plate is. This back and forth between dimensions, it feels, or whatever, you know, is really intriguing.
There's something missing. This must be that kid's room. Why does she seem so familiar?
Don't you worry, Grace. Go play your game, bleat and bellow with the others. I won't be jealous. There will be more masquerades. However, I would love it if you would finish my mask for the feast. With love, Ruth.
Huh.
Hey, girl. See, his are unfiltered.
What you got there? You drawing something?
Nothing special. I'm just bored.
Do I know you from somewhere?
I remember you, Mr. Conby.
From where?
Don't touch that. Cassandra wouldn't like it. She wouldn't like it at all.
Do you know where she is?
I'd rather not talk about it. It makes me upset. Besides, she'll be back after the Feast of St. John.
You think?
Yep. It's all on the page, Mr. Conby. And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt.
All right.
I'm gonna go now, if that's okay. I don't like to stay too long in the same place. Mr. McCoffey might find me.
Hey. Is he mean to you?
Not everyone needs to be saved, Mr. Conby. You should know that by now.
Why did that girl look so familiar? Detective Conby just couldn't quite remember. His last few years were clouded by a drunken haze. A haze which now had turned almost opaque. Considering their shared past, Grace had every right to feel slighted, but it wasn't in her nature. She was amused.
Oh, I completed a... That's cool.
Now that's a stretch. Water is essential for human life. Shocking,
Excuse me. Yes, it is. Sure is. Oh. Thanks, Rose.
So this is where there's more of that rot again. Like it's guiding me to do something. But what? I don't think I have everything. If I find the full set of bottles, then maybe I can make something out of the stains of rot.
That's pretty much, yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's another one of those strange padlocks.
So now we gotta find the number somewhere. Oh, it'll be on the... Right, that's all we need.
Miss Beauregard, I picked up your medicine at the post office today. As you understand, it needs to be administered by the orderlies for your safety. I've put the box in Lottie's room for now, and I'm sure she will find you as soon as possible. Mr. Waits.
That's where the other bottle's gonna be.
I don't think I have everything I need.
No, you don't. Well...
Ew.
Shit. Now what? Oh, it's on the other side there. Okay. So down the stairs and around. Up.
It's wedged shut. It worked.
Detective Conby, how good of you to come. Let me pour you a drink.
What happened here? This place looks like it was hit by a bomb.
Welcome to the madhouse, Detective.
Thanks. Did the ceiling just collapse?
I heard it was something in the attic, something that was supposed to happen but didn't. How that could have such consequences is beyond me. The truth is, I don't know why the room looks like this. But I bet your friend Jeremy does.
You know where I could find him?
Oh, somewhere in his past, I suppose. He keeps going on about that mysterious dark man. I think he is hiding from him. Or maybe he's with him. I can't really keep up. I don't worry much. Take a look around this room. You may think it looks spectacularly devastated, but I just think it's finally found its stride. It fits perfectly with the state of this place and its loonies. The same goes for the nonsense with Jeremy. In my eyes, we finally managed to match the wild ride inside all of us.
Well, I'm happy you find the evening so harmonious. I hope you don't mind me setting things right. Jeremy's business, that is. This room looks beyond my capabilities.
Good luck, Detective. Hope to see you again soon.
Yeah. Evening, miss.
Ruth seemed like a handful. Her talk about Jeremy and the Dark Man made it sound like she might know something of importance. But ultimately, it felt like a dead end.
Ugh. There's more of that aggressive rot.
On the commonplace of evil, there lies virtue and stark irreverence, careless thoughts of luminous indifference. But blame not the beast we once were, which science so often wished to refer.
not the wicked full of sin. It is you who stand and grin. All our good intentions aside, whereupon we build our pride. Sunless solitude, follow not this corrupting light. Prophets of confidence always crashes out of sight. Hear me, for we all bear this mark. Thus we must remain alone in the dark.
They said the title! Oh my god! Alright, now we're in business. Which side did I need to go? This side?
I need the key.
Oh, okay, well we can't do that. Alright, cool. Nope, it was this one. Okay. This way. Yep. Cross. Second door.
Made the shape of a snake. There must be something important to find here. Maybe it has something to do with the numbers on the labels.
Hey. Pisces again. Gemini. And my favorite, Leo. I gotta remember my way to the boiler room. Down the servants. Stairs. Right here. Perfection. Five, 7. Big is 9. Medium is 7. 9 is small. Wine cellar.
Black glass is showing another room. Must be a way to another one of Jeremy's memories.
I'm an idiot. This is right here? No, this is not right. Okay, it changed on me.
I knew it. I knew it would work. You're getting good at this, Carnby. Maybe a little too good at this.
The odious stench of a flooded cemetery caught him off guard. It was one of the many things that clued Detective Carnby in on that this place wasn't the real thing. This was some nightmarish surrogate, patched together by Jeremy's tattered memories. This is why we bury above ground. he thought, and set off to find the chapel that Jeremy had mentioned.
The Hartwood's family crypt. Emily's family must have deeper roots in New Orleans than I thought. I figured she was a Yankee like me. What's this?
Now, what do we got here?
Got it. Jeremy sketched this chapel in his book, so it must be important. Looks like I'll need more medallions to open it, though. I don't think I have everything I need.
crypts and cemeteries and whoo, all kinds of kooky shit. Oh, I see. Nope. No. Don't like it. Don't forget to bury Grandpa with some bullets, honey, for some guy on a quest later.
What do we got here?
Last piece, man. What do you think it is?
Thank God that's over.
You just had to say something. Oh, hello, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome on in. I'm just trying to figure out this puzzle. There we go. Everything had to be upright. I feel like I should have known that. I feel like I should have known that.
Please don't touch her. Jeremy. What are you doing here? Everyone's looking for you.
I know, it's all a big mess. No one understands. I'm just trying to keep moving. Just for a little while longer.
You've got to come back with me. Your niece is waiting at Tercero.
Emily? Why would you... My letter. I keep making it worse.
What is going on, Jeremy? How is any of this happening?
I made a terrible promise with
the Dark Man. Who is he?
No, don't say his name. He can hear us. He's always listening.
This is some creepy stuff. I love it.
Jeremy, I need to understand what is going on.
I promised him everything. When the sun rises, I will be chained in his sunken desert temple for an eternity. But at least the evil about to awaken in Tercero won't harm anyone outside of that cursed place.
You're acting crazy, Jeremy. I want to help.
There's nothing you can do.
Then what's all the business about Tarawea? Why did you want to go there?
I can't go there. I'm not allowed.
But you wanted to. Can I go? Tell me, will it help me to break your pact? Is there something there that would help?
Why would you give me hope? That's so cruel.
Okay, sounds like we're onto something here. What should I...
Look out! Behind you! Run! Don't let him take you! I've seen so many strange occurrences lately. Memories explode into existence and then burn out like tired glass bulb filaments. Dreamscapes crash down from the stars and sink into the sea. Doors that lead to nowhere and absolutely everywhere at once. With all this reverie, I want to think there's a chance that you found a way to remain alive in some way I cannot fathom. Just like I've learned to navigate with my talisman. Maybe you, with all your knowledge, you somehow knew a way to find me again. Perhaps in Tarawea. Oh, my love, Jeremy.
Oh, this is getting good, but unfortunately, time to call it. I must do other things. That's okay, we'll pick this back up next week on Wednesday. Tomorrow and Friday we got some more Rebirth headed your way. So we'll start it all over again Sunday with Star Ocean. Oops, wrong button. All right, let's do some shouts. If is good. If you're lurking and you hear yourself shouted out, it's just because I think you're awesome and people should follow you.
what I'm gonna do. We're gonna just shut it off for a minute or two. We're just gonna shut it off. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's totally fine. And then we're gonna do this, which I'm gonna just bring up YouTube quick.
I got a nut. All the phrasing.
All that phrasing. Oh, tuba. Really, go check all these people that are about to flip out over here. Check them all out. They're great peeps. The casual seal of approval.
I got small nuts. They are nuts, not bolts.
Once that man returns, we're going to get him some more clips. Who's next? Yeah, some of these short clips, it's like, oof. Epic James. Epic James.
You can't stand seeing people get hurt, can you, X? You can take the pain that I inflict on you, but Zero's pain hurts you more, doesn't it? I'll take your chair, Zero. We'll go to hell together. Farewell, X.
Jesus.
You think he's dead for real, you guys?
What are you doing? And why?
Bastard! Oh my god! Amber does that to the windows. Jesus.
Is there something there that interests you?
She's like, I got your attention now.
And as I said, I have plans for Jesus.
Yeah, plans for Jesus. Well, you heard it from Pookie. He's got plans for Jesus. Oh my goodness. Uno más.
Nice. Nice. Good job, babe.
All right. As we apparently drop some more frames. Okay. Well. Raid message. Top for subscribers, bottom for none. Non-subs. We are going to head over to the wonderful, the hunky, dare I say, Arcade Bear, who is doing some Neon Abyss. It looks interesting. But I hardly ever get a chance to raid this wonderful human. So therefore, that's what we're going to do. Like I said, I'll be back tomorrow with Final Fantasy Rebirth. Until then, remember to keep it casual. Bye-bye now.